Have you taken that fertility test and wondered, am I running out of eggs? I bet you're wondering if you need to do IVF straight away. You're not alone. Today, I'm diving into one of the most misunderstood fertility tests and breaking down what it can and can't tell you. It's the AMH test, and I'm going to go over why it isn't actually a fertility test. Stick with me because what you could learn could save you time, stress, and money on your fertility journey. One of the most common myths is that the AMH test will tell you how many eggs you have left or how much time you have left to have a baby. But here's the truth, it doesn't work that way. You see, women are born with all the eggs they'll ever have. You won't run out until menopause. In reality, it's measuring how many eggs are preparing to be released for ovulation, not how many eggs are left in total. All of your eggs are locked in a type of reproductive vault. During your cycle, eggs are released from the vault and they compete for the job of ovulation. That egg will journey on for ovulation and then the rest of the eggs die off. So your body is continually going through this process of growing eggs, but the majority of them don't survive. But before we go on, please help me by hitting the like button to help grow the channel. It makes a big difference with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Why the test isn't a fertility timer. Okay, here's what's going wrong. So many people online are talking about the AMH test as if it's a fertility timer test, telling you how long you have left to conceive naturally. Another ticking clock we don't need, right? But the truth is, it's not designed to do that. In fact, the AMH test was originally created for IVF treatment. It's designed to help doctors decide on medication dosages for egg retrieval. So, a low AMH means that a drug dosage can increase to stimulate more eggs to grow. The aim is to get a good number of eggs in a collection. But if you have a high AMH, like people with PCOS, you need to be on a lower dose. This can reduce the risk of overstimulation, which can happen when you have too many eggs. AMH results can give your doctor a good indication of your situation. But if you're trying to conceive naturally, the AMH test doesn't have to be your first move. The reality behind low test results. I get it. Seeing a low result can feel terrifying. You might feel like your fertility is suddenly at risk, but a low result isn't necessarily a fertility death sentence. In fact, studies have shown that with lower AMH levels, many women can still get pregnant naturally, especially if there aren't any other underlying fertility issues. So before jumping to conclusions, remember that your fertility is influenced by a whole picture of your health, not just a single number on a test. But when you do this test, you want to make sure the results are accurate. When you test for AMH can completely change your results. Important factors for accurate results. One thing that will affect AMH results is timing. You can't just take the test whenever you want to and expect an accurate result. If you're currently on or recently stopped birth control or breastfeeding, you need to wait at least 3 months before testing to get a proper reading. And the best time to test is on day 2 or 3 of your cycle when your hormone levels are at baseline. Otherwise, your results might not reflect your true fertility status. Are you worried that your low AMH results might drop even further? Your test results can change. Well, here's something most people don't know. AMH test results aren't set in stone. Your AMH levels can vary. Don't expect big changes, but small changes in AMH can be the difference between a better IVF cycle and potential pregnancy. I've worked with women with a low result, but after making simple changes like boosting their vitamin D levels, they've seen improvements. So if you're worried about low results, don't assume it's permanent. There are things that you can do to support your fertility and see changes. And if you want to work with me, you can. There's a link in the description. So what's the big takeaway? The AMH test has its purpose, but it doesn't hold all the answers. It can't predict when you'll get pregnant, and it doesn't tell you when your time is running out. Fertility is complex, and we need to look at the whole story, not just a single number. So before you panic, take a step back and remember it's just one piece of the puzzle. Now you know the AMH test is inaccurately described as telling you how many eggs you have left. Have you also heard that your egg quality declines at 35 years old? In my next video here, I share the secrets to better egg quality for anyone over 35.